Hey guys, how are we today? Hope we're all having a lovely day. For today's video, I thought I would, just have a sit down and have a bit of a chat. I find that sometimes the most honest videos I make are where I haven't done very much prep. I haven't, written down any notes. They're usually the videos where I find I can be the most open and honest. I am a bit of a chatterbox, a little bit of a rambler, and when I just sit down and go, that most of the time what I end up saying is just perfect. It doesn't feel staged, and for this type of video I feel that I need to just talk. There's a few things that I could make some notes on and plan out, but I don't think I'd really portray my true inner feelings. So for today's video, I want to have a chat about my relationship with makeup and why I'm actually struggling with my no-buy. So I'm a very internal kind of person, thinker. I am an introvert mostly. And I tend to get a little bit in my head sometimes and just overthink things, and I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. So I find I struggle sometimes with my perception, how people perceive me, how I perceive myself. I'm always very self-critical of everything I say and do, which I'm trying to work on. I honestly am. And with the videos that I've posted recently about makeup and mental health, it really has got me thinking about how makeup has helped me. And it's not just something that has happened over the past few years, that makeup has helped me kind of bring myself back to who I was and like reveal my inner self a little bit more. I've struggled with issues over the past 10, 15, 20 years, even back when I was in high school, with mental health issues and how I perceive myself and how other people perceive me, which is one of my main struggles and my main issues. I have been in relationships, whether it's with partners, boyfriends, or just with friends, where I feel like I'm not necessarily not appreciated. I know in some relationships I've definitely not been appreciated. I've been put down a lot. There's been a lot of mental manipulation, and that has worn down on my self-worth. And I'm at the stage in my life where I don't want that anymore. I don't want to struggle with those issues. I don't want to be around people who make me feel less than what I am. And honestly, that is one of the reasons why I love makeup, is that makeup's never going to put you down. Makeup it's always there to support you and to help bring out your true self. Makeup's not going to tell you, grow your hair. No, I like you with shorter hair, cut it. You need to lose weight. You don't eat anything. You need to gain weight. You're a horrible person. You shouldn't do that. You should do this instead. Makeup's never going to sit down and tell you that. Makeup has always loved me. I've always loved makeup. And I feel that, my relationship with makeup is and has helped me grow to become who I am today. I think we all know the feeling of when you find that beautiful beautiful lipstick or eyeshadow or mascara or anything. Could be highlighter, could be bronzer, could be false eyelashes, that the second you put it on, it creates this new persona for you, and the confidence that you get from that one little thing is just incredible. And I've been there. I've had that moment many times where, you know, I'm having a rough day and, you know, I put a lipstick on and I go out and someone says, "Oh my God, you look amazing. Are you doing something new? You look like you're doing really well." When internally I'm really struggling. So I know that makeup is sometimes used as a mask. I'm not talking about physically here. So physically, yes, of course it is a mask. We're, you know, putting something else on our face, but I'm talking about mentally and emotionally here, where we can be going through the worst times of our life and struggling internally, and we do one little thing for ourselves that just gives us so much self-confidence and creates a new persona for us. So I know that I have a certain lipstick that whenever I wear it, it makes me into this, you know, this sexy badass, and I may not look physically different to how I normally do, but that's how it makes me feel when I wear it. And all of the makeup that I do have, so pretty much out of everything that I own, I would say that a good maybe quarter of that, in some way or another, makes me feel something special. So I have particular eye looks that I like to do for when I want to be sultry and sexy and, you know, really smoke it up a lot. And I've got other eyeshadow looks and lipsticks like the ones today where I'm like, okay, I just want to be bright and vibrant, and I want to, you know, look happy and fun and like I'm, you know, off to do something exciting. And I have other ones where when I'm just having a plain day and just feeling really bleh, that I can just put it on and it brings me comfort and warmth. And I've never known anything else in my life that can bring you those same feelings. Like, well, possibly with the exception of clothes. We've all got, you know, the one pair of sexy jeans or the one pair of amazing shoes that just do things for our legs that nothing else will. But there's just something about it that just, it brightens the day, and it can turn you into something or someone that you're just not, you know, you're not feeling at the moment, and it can just turn your day around, can turn your life around. I actually went out down, you know, to run a few errands a couple of weeks ago, and was looking at some joggers, and I was just, honestly, I was wearing thongs and jeans and a t-shirt, and that's it. And I'd done my makeup, nothing special, you know, just kind of similar to what I'm wearing today. I think I had a bit of a nude lip on though, and the girl who was helping me out, she, you know, in the shop, she's looked at me and gone, "Oh my God, have you just had your makeup done? You look amazing." I'm like, "No, I did it myself, but thank you." It was just one of my days off, and I'm like, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna put makeup on and, you know, go and do a few things, and it turned my day around, receiving that compliment. We all know, we've all been there. As soon as you get that one compliment from a person, you're like, it just makes you smile for the rest of the day. It still makes me smile thinking about it today, and it was like 3 weeks ago. So I would definitely say that my relationship with makeup has really changed how I perceive myself, and the different masks that I put on for other people as well. So, you know, whenever I'm going out, if I'm going out for dinner or going to work or wherever else, it's almost like the mask that I put on creates this persona, and for that day I play that persona. And it may not necessarily be, you know, different to who I am, but it might just be more confident, more fun, more relaxed and calm. And I do love that about makeup, that, you know, it's not just something pretty to put on your face, that it can change so many things about how we feel, so many things about how we perceive ourselves to be. I mean, like I mentioned earlier, makeup's never told me I'm ugly, makeup's never told me I'm fat. Makeup has always been there and supported me in a way that even some of the closest people in my life, or people who should have been the closest people in my lives, have never done. So I think that the reason I am struggling so much with my no-buy this year is that when I'm having a bad day, when I'm having these feelings of, oh, I'm just so tired, I'm exhausted, you know, when I'm in that stage, I know that I'm getting close to burning out, and we've been really busy at work the past couple of weeks, and I've had a lot going on here at home as well. You know, just 100 million different things will kind of get on top of you all at once, and you just feel exhausted and tired. And my go-to always used to be, let's just get out of the house. While we're out, let's just go to the shops. Oh, would you look at this? Isn't this pretty? And that's where I would come into issues, where even if I didn't get out of the house, I'm like just scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through Facebook. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Let me have a look at that on the website. Oh my God, they're having a sale. I should get some of this. This is really nice. Whether it's makeup or clothes or anything. I've been using shopping as a crutch for when I'm feeling emotional or worn out, or just, you know, I want to get out of the house, or I want to go do something, or it's becoming a real issue. And like I've noticed, and I mentioned in my past check-ins and temptations videos, that I'm switching, or I have noticed I'm tending to just switch what I'm spending on makeup to other things, and it's becoming a real issue. I mean, the point of me going on this no-buy was not only to not spend as much on makeup, but, you know, to try and save a bit of money and, you know, put it aside for in case anything ever happens, if there's an emergency, you know, if my hot water system explodes, or, you know, my fridge dies. Like, it would be great to have that extra money sitting there and not have to worry, and not have to worry about struggling for the next few weeks or however long. And not even that, I want to be one of those people that each fortnight or each month I set a certain amount aside in savings, and I can go on these big holidays every year or two. And it's the real struggle that I'm having at the moment, is that because things are so busy personally and with work and emotionally and mentally, it's, you know, I'm feeling very worn out, I'm feeling very drained, and mainly it's at the end of every day. Obviously it's, you know, less so in the morning, but I know we all have that feeling where it's just, we're never quite getting caught up, and each day we're getting a little bit further behind. So I know that I need to find some other alternatives and find some other means of coping with the stresses that life brings us. I mean, you know, we've all got stresses. Everyone has different ways that, you know, their lives are exhausting and difficult, and everyone has different methods of coping. You know, I'm not an alcoholic, I'm not into drugs, I'm not into anything like that. I'm very thankful that I don't have certain vices, but my vice is shopping. And I wouldn't necessarily say that makeup is a vice. I know that I definitely don't have as much makeup as a lot of other people do. There are certainly a lot of things that I would like to have, because it is very different to things that I do have at the moment. There are so many different lipsticks and eyeshadows out there and blushes that I would just love to have, but I'm at the stage where I'm like, I know I shouldn't be spending my money on it. I know I should be saving my money. Maybe it's the kind of thing that, you know, when I'm finished with my no-buy period, I can look into then. But, you know, makeup's not going to go away. There's always going to be new releases there, and I'm sure that there'll be other things that I do love in the future as well. And it's not like it's a non-consumable. I will go through it. I may not go through all of what I have, but I will work my way through as much as I can. Sorry, I have the hiccups. But it has certainly been a struggle for me. I know that there are definitely a few things that are on my temptations list that I probably would have bought for sure, but it goes in the same way as well, that if I wasn't on a no-buy, there are a few things on those temptations list that probably would never have even interested me either. Like, is it just because I'm on the no-buy that I want these things? Or is it something that I would generally be interested in? And a lot of the things on the list are things that I'm like, yes, I absolutely want that. If it's still available, I'm going to get it, even if I have to wait a year or so. But there are other items that I'm like, oh, that's pretty. Oh, I wish I could buy that. But do I just want to buy it just because it's been so long without buying any other makeup? Or is it just because of, you know, it's one of those passing phases where I look back in a couple of months and I'm like, what was that? Like, I've written this thing on my list here. What was that? I don't recall. I'm going to have to Google it to find out. So it's definitely making me think all of these different things and trying to reason with my internal voice that's just telling me, oh, come on, just go and buy it, But I have this other voice inside my head that's going, quiet down you, we're not allowed to buy anything. And I think that's the voice that is making me want to buy things even more. The little voice that's saying, oh, this is nice, this is pretty. So my want voice is just saying things very quietly in the background. But the rational, reasonable voice is shouting over everything else so that it can make itself heard, and that's the only one that is being listened to at the moment anyway, which makes it even harder because I just want all of the voices. I'm not saying I have voices in my head, but we all have that, you know, little angel and the devil on the shoulders that it's one of those, ooh, that would be nice. No, we shouldn't. And at the moment, I just want all of the feelings to be balanced out, which is what I'm struggling with the most. So I think because the temptations had swapped over to other items, such as, you know, a couple of clothing items, shoes, and, you know, getting those freebies when I had purchased a couple of hair things last month had definitely stirred up the wanting voice again. I'd say that I'm still in a bit of a detox phase where I just still have the urge to just, oh, we're having a rough day. Wouldn't it be nice if we could just go and treat ourselves a little bit? And I do have a bit of an addictive personality where once I get started on something, that's it. I keep going. I have a lot of trouble struggling with diets because I'm more of a, oh, let's have one scoop of ice cream. Oh, that was really nice. Not quite full. Let's go have another one. And, you know, oh, aren't these new plants really nice? They would look really good if we had 5 more. So because of the addictive my addictive personality there, it does make things really hard, where when I cut something out or when I cut back on something, I do tend to obsess over something else. So it's hard dealing with that, with the no buy, and I am trying to focus more on being grateful for what I do have. So I'm thinking maybe possibly about starting some, you know, a couple of videos, just doing a few tutorials, a few little looks, you know, using things that I already have. And I know that a lot of people are in the same situation where we just have so much makeup that it all just sits there, but you know, the only things that we're seeing online are with all of the new makeup, and there's not many, you know, not many tutorials anymore about palettes that we already have. I mean, even this one, I got this in December, and I, you know, only saw a couple of looks on it for within that first month. I haven't seen any looks using any of these colors within the past few weeks. So I don't know, am I the only one that's just sitting here with a desk full of palettes that they don't know how to use because no one's doing any looks on them? I mean, there have been a few palettes even since then that, you know, have those same colors in them, that you could do similar looks, just not with that exact color. And a lot of what I hear online is that, oh, I'm going to declutter this because it's not available and I don't want to be, you know, showing you guys anything that you can't still get. Like, I'm sure we've got something similar we could use. So let me know if that's something that you'd like. I've been rambling for a lot longer than I thought I would, but like I mentioned at the start, with these type of videos, usually the ones where I'm more honest with myself is where I don't limit myself. So let me know if you're going through the same type of things. What are your feelings about makeup? Do you have the same issues, or do you just love makeup because it's all just pretty? And I shouldn't really say that because I love it because it's all just pretty too. So let me know what you think. Like and comment down below. Let me know if you'd like to see some videos using what we already have. And until then, I'll talk to you later. Bye!